Photography is like painting, but instead of brushes, you use light. It's an art form that allows you to capture the world in a way that is uniquely your own. Every click of the shutter is like a brushstroke on a canvas, creating a masterpiece that tells a story. It's about capturing moments in time, freezing them forever. Each photograph is a snapshot of a fleeting second, a memory preserved for eternity. Whether it's a candid shot of a bustling city street or a serene landscape at sunset, photography allows us to hold on to these moments and revisit them whenever we want. Imagine holding a moment still, like a tiny piece of history you can hold in your hand. A photograph is more than just an image. It's a tangible connection to the past, a way to relive experiences and emotions. It's like having a time machine that fits in your pocket. That's the magic of photography. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, revealing the beauty in everyday scenes and moments. Through the lens, we can see the world in a new light, appreciating the details that often go unnoticed. Photography is important because it lets us share our world with others. It bridges distances and connects people, allowing us to share our experiences and perspectives. A photograph can speak 1,000 words, conveying emotions and stories that transcend language barriers. We can show people faraway places, taking them on a journey to destinations they may never visit. Through travel photography, we can explore different cultures and landscapes, broadening our horizons and fostering a sense of global community. Capture the joy on a child's face, preserving the innocence and wonder of youth. These moments of pure happiness are fleeting, but through photography we can hold on to them forever, cherishing the smiles and laughter that brighten our lives, or document the beauty of nature. Pictures have power. They can raise awareness about environmental issues, inspire conservation efforts, and remind us of the importance of preserving our planet's natural wonders. From the intricate details of a flower to the majestic presence of wildlife, photography brings us closer to the natural world. They can make us laugh, cry, and think. A powerful photograph can evoke a wide range of emotions, from joy and nostalgia to sadness and contemplation. It can challenge our perceptions, spark conversations, and inspire change. Photography is also a powerful form of self-expression. It allows us to explore our creativity and share our unique perspective with the world. Through self-portraits and artistic shots, we can convey our thoughts, feelings, and identity. Just like a painter uses colors and strokes, a photographer uses light, shadow, and composition to tell their unique story. Each element of a photograph is carefully considered, from the angle and framing to the lighting and focus, creating a visual narrative that speaks to the viewer. It's about seeing the world through your own lens and sharing that vision with others. Every photographer has a distinct style and approach, and through their work they offer a glimpse into their world, inviting others to see things from a new perspective. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting, remember that photography is a journey of discovery. It's a continuous learning process where each shot teaches you something new and helps you grow as an artist. It's about exploring the world around you and capturing its essence through your own creative eye. Every photograph is an opportunity to see the beauty in the mundane, to find the extraordinary in the ordinary, and to share your unique vision with the world. Light is the most important element in photography. It's the paintbrush that brings your photos to life. Think of the warm glow of sunrise or the soft light of a cloudy day. Different types of light create different moods and effects in your photos. Hard, direct sunlight creates strong shadows and contrast. Soft, diffused light, like on a cloudy day, creates even lighting and minimizes shadows. Learning to see and use light effectively is key to taking stunning photographs. Observe how light falls on subjects, how it changes throughout the day, and how it affects the mood of your images. Composition is how you arrange the elements in your photo. It's the art of placing various elements within the frame to create a harmonious and engaging image. It's about guiding the viewer's eye and creating a visually pleasing image. By carefully considering the placement of each element, you can lead the viewer through the photo in a deliberate way. The rule of thirds is a classic composition technique that many photographers use to enhance their images. Imagine dividing your frame into 9 equal parts with 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines. This grid helps you position key elements in your photo. Place your subject along these lines or at their intersections to create balance and interest. This technique can make your photos more dynamic and engaging. Leading lines, like roads or rivers, can draw the viewer's eye into the photo. These lines guide the viewer's gaze towards the main subject or through the scene. Symmetry and patterns can create a sense of harmony. Repeating elements or balanced compositions can make your photos feel more organized and pleasing to the eye. Framing, like using a doorway or window, can add depth and context. This technique helps to isolate the subject and draw attention to it. Experiment with different compositions to see what works best for each subject. Move around, change your perspective, and try new angles to find the most compelling shot. Don't be afraid to break the rules and trust your instincts. Sometimes the most striking photos come from unconventional compositions and creative thinking. Focus is crucial for sharp, clear photos. When your subject is in focus, it appears sharp and well-defined, drawing the viewer's attention. Most cameras have autofocus modes that automatically focus on the subject. Use the focus points in your camera's viewfinder to select the area you want to be in focus. For more creative control, use manual focus. This allows you to fine-tune the focus point and create shallow depth of field, blurring the background and making your subject pop. Practice focusing on different subjects and in different lighting conditions. Remember, a sharp focus can make the difference between a good photo and a great one. Section 5, your first camera, no need to break the bank. You don't need expensive gear to take great photos. Even a smartphone can capture stunning images. Start with what you have and upgrade as you learn and grow. Don't be afraid to explore the different settings on your camera or phone. Experiment with different modes, like portrait mode for flattering portraits or landscape mode for scenic shots. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. So, whether it's a DSLR, a mirrorless camera, or your trusty smartphone, get out there and start capturing the world around you. Section 6. Getting to know your camera modes and settings. In this section, we will explore the various modes and settings that your camera offers, helping you to take full control of your photography. Once you're comfortable with the basics, it's time to dive a little deeper into your camera's settings. These settings can seem overwhelming at first, but with a bit of practice, you'll find they become second nature. Understanding the 3 pillars of photography, aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, can significantly improve your photography. These elements work together to determine the exposure and overall look of your photos. Aperture controls the amount of light entering the lens. It is measured in f-stops, and adjusting it can dramatically change the appearance of your photos. A wider aperture or lower f-number lets in more light and creates a shallow depth of field. This is perfect for portraits where you want the background to be beautifully blurred, making your subject stand out. Conversely, a narrower aperture or higher f-number lets in less light and creates a larger depth of field. This is ideal for landscape photography where you want everything from the foreground to the background to be in sharp focus. Shutter speed determines how long the sensor is exposed to light. It is measured in fractions of a second, and adjusting it can help you capture motion in different ways. A faster shutter speed freezes motion, making it perfect for action shots or sports photography. On the other hand, a slower shutter speed can create beautiful motion blur, adding a sense of movement to your images. ISO controls the camera's sensitivity to light. Adjusting the ISO can help you achieve the right exposure in different lighting conditions. A lower ISO is better for bright conditions, as it reduces the risk of noise in your photos. In contrast, a higher ISO is needed in low light to make the sensor more sensitive to the available light, though it may introduce some grain. Experiment with these settings to understand their effects. Take the same photo with different settings and compare the results. This hands-on practice is invaluable for learning. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, that's how you learn. Each error is a step towards mastering your camera and developing your unique photographic style. Keep experimenting keep learning, and most importantly, keep shooting. Section 7. My first photography disaster and what I learned. I remember my first photography disaster like it was yesterday. I was so excited to photograph a beautiful sunset over the ocean. I had my new camera and I thought I was ready. But when I got home and looked at the photos, I was horrified. They were all overexposed and blurry. I was so disappointed in myself. But you know what? It was the best thing that could have happened. That disaster taught me the importance of understanding my camera settings and practicing before the big moments. Section 8. Simple tips for beginners. From snapshots to stunning. 1. Get closer to your subject. Fill the frame with what interests you. 2. Pay attention to the background. Avoid distracting elements behind your subject. 3. Use natural light whenever possible. It's often the most flattering and forgiving. 4. Experiment with different angles and perspectives. Don't be afraid to get low or climb high. 5. Practice, practice, practice. The more you shoot, the better you'll become. Section 9. The joy of photography, capturing memories, telling stories. Photography is more than just technical skills. It's about capturing memories, telling stories, and sharing your unique perspective with the world. Think about the emotions you want to evoke in your viewers. What story do you want to tell? Use your photos to create a connection and share your vision. Don't be afraid to experiment and break the rules. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process. Section 10. You can do it, unleashing your inner photographer. Anyone can be a good photographer with practice and creativity. You don't need fancy equipment or years of experience. All you need is a passion for capturing moments and a willingness to learn. So go out there and start exploring the world through your lens. Embrace the journey, make mistakes, and never stop learning. You might be surprised by the amazing photos you can create.